Yes, sir. All right, we are back in effect. My apologies for the wait that time, y'all. I've been having a lot of trouble with Facebook lately. For some reason, when I go to post on Facebook, it uses the title from my last stream. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see this is we're gonna be going over my man Son 100's new kit, his organ donor expansion. But I think on Facebook it's showing the last one, which is Lucy. So I don't got time to go in there and fix everything right now. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. I've been out of commission for my last post was like 13 days ago. So it's been almost 2 weeks. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks. I mean, obviously y'all know, y'all going through it too, with the politics stuff, the election stuff. The energy's just been really weird out there. So I don't know. I kind of been laying low. It was a little bit of that. I had like a weird dude stalking me on Facebook. Like I had to change my whole account up. And that's been going on for a while. Like that's a whole long story. I ain't even going to bore y'all with it, but it's pretty crazy. But yeah, dude was posting pictures of my son and all kind of craziness. So I just, I changed my account up. I made my main account private. And then I started a new account for my music homies. So that's been kicking off. We go ahead and say what up to everybody in the chat. 93 hits was good. Spot 11, what's up? Digging the Rocky sample, yeah, man. That was a lot of fun doing that joint. If you didn't catch the video I did out in Philly with it, I actually sampled that and made the beat in like an hour, just using the Live 2 and my phone on a hotel table in Philly. So I was like super inspired, man. It was a lot of fun. Drank a cup of coffee, got busy, went and shot like a little mini music video for it. Shout out to my brother Cello. He hooked me up. He was my cameraman that day. Claudio, what's good? UK Bully Beats, what's good, man? Patrick, what's good, brother? Yeah, man, crazy week. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, right? Last couple weeks is so crazy. About 3 nights ago, actually, it was the night after the election, and it was I was planning on going to sleep early that night. I went to bed at like 9:30. I never go to bed that early, but I was gonna wake up early, shoot a video, like put a video together when my son was still sleeping. Usually, if I go to bed at like 10 o'clock, I wake up at like 5 in the morning. This particular night, I don't, bro. It was the weirdest stuff. At 11:30, I woke up out of my sleep. Like I felt like I heard an explosion or something. So I'm listening, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So I'm looking at like my alarm on my phone, like, yo, is our house alarm going off? And then I just started hearing AR-15 fire. And I was like I'm pretty familiar with firearms and stuff. So I knew it wasn't a pistol. And I live in Georgia, so AR-15s are kind of common out here. So I'm hearing an AR-15 go off, and it sounds like it's like 2-3 blocks away. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe somebody broke in somebody's house in the neighborhood and they're having a shootout or something, or, they're shooting like a burglar. But it goes on for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And then there's this big explosion, like boom. And by this time I had tapped my wife and was like, yo, there's something going on outside. That's an AR-15 going off. Like there's somebody shooting outside. And then the big explosion went off. And that wasn't like fireworks, nothing. It had to be like a C4 charge, right? Which is crazy. I live in like a residential neighborhood, like in the sticks, in the boonies, like none of this stuff happens. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We got a neighborhood Facebook page, and my wife goes on there to try to figure out, because everybody communicates on it, and trying to figure out what's going on. Everybody's like, yo, call 911. What is that? It's gunfire. So long story short, man, there was some kind of crazy military exercise at 11:30 at night, unscripted. Nobody was warned, nothing. And it was like 300 yards from my house, and probably like 100 to 200 yards from a neighborhood, like a residential neighborhood. It's the weirdest thing I ever heard of. Like I never heard of nothing like that before. There was like UAVs in the sky, drones, like it was some kind of crazy training exercise. So that was like 3 or 4 nights ago. And the only reason I know that's what it was, is because a cop told us the next day what it was, and they said they're gonna do it again the next night, and they did it the next night again at like 8 o'clock, like 8 p.m. But for like that kind of military stuff to be going on at 11:30 at night, like without any warning, it was the craziest thing I've ever been through. I thought it had something to do with the election. I thought it was like some crazy stuff kicking off. So yeah, it's been wild. It's just been a wild couple weeks, man. So my energy's just been real like low key. I just been laying low, waiting for all this stuff to pass over. And as y'all see, the election situation is dragging out. So I was hoping that whole situation is gonna be over because I'm just tired of hearing about it. But it looks like we'll be dealing with that for a while, man. So I'm just let me get in here, be creative, get break out of this funk, and just reconnect, man, and try to get in here, and just link up with the people again. So sorry for the long intro. I just want to tell y'all what's been going on with me lately. Weirdos everywhere, yeah, man. A lot of weird energy out there, bro. Dodge City Studios was good. Tom, what's up? Zach M, what's good, bro? Yeah, man. It's not so much sweating the negativity. It's just the energy is weird, man. It's hard for me to get in the creative space when it's like that. You know what I mean? So, but it's a lot of things. It's just been a lot of things going on. So I got most of it straightened out this week. And so I'm ready to get back in the groove, man. C4, keep the positive vibe. Yes, sir. And that's pretty much what this is, man. I just want to link up with y'all, chop it up, make some music, and just kind of get back to the stuff, that I enjoy most, man, and kind of tune out from all the nonsense. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this Son 100 pack he sent me. He sent me one called Organ Donor, and I always love his titles, man, because they always like the conceptual. I usually have to ask him about it, like what's the motivation? And then like the titles of the patches are really dope too, because he like names them. He names them stuff related to the main title. So let me go ahead and go to the touchscreen. Y'all can see it. But yeah, he's got this. The Organ Donor one looks like this. You can see it's like a big organ in the back. It's got like the the pipes and everything laid out. And then I don't know who's donating a urethra, but he's got different organs on here: bladder, ligaments, medulla, adrenal arteries. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dope, man. Like he has themes for these expansions, and I always get a kick out of reading them. So yeah, I'm gonna go through some of these, try to put a beat together. I'm not like a great keys player, so I don't know how good it's gonna be. I'm gonna work with pad perform, try to come up with some dope chords, and maybe we'll use the organs mostly as like kind of accents. You know what I mean? I usually like to mix organs with piano, so maybe I'll dive into Reason and come up with like a little piano loop or something too. So try to mix it in. Go ahead and get these started. He's always got really cool kind of previews too. So like I typically do, I'll probably end up sampling one of them. That's pretty dope. It's almost like a mix between a piano and an organ. Excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and load that up. And I'm pretty particular about the type of organs I usually like. I usually like the Just Blaze, real hard kind of stuff. Just what I'm saying, like really strong keys. So that's probably the ones I'm gonna gravitate towards. But I don't know. We'll give it a shot. See what else he's got in here. That was great. real chill vibes. It could be like some lo-fi type stuff. Actually, I like that one too. Go ahead and load that up. That's fire when he does the kind of like the arps. Maybe I'll mess around with some arp stuff too. Yeah, something like that with a piano. That's me all day. To be a good 25, 30 already. So yeah, I'll go ahead and load those up, see if I can come up with some type of melody. And I'm gonna go ahead and load up a piano too. I think I'll use Reason for the piano. I've been messing around with they got this this Reason plugin called hold on, I'll pull it up in a second. Radical Pianos is called. I think it's like a series. They have like Radical Keys and stuff. I'm probably gonna end up getting that. But Radical Piano is pretty dope. One, yeah, bring that up. So this Radical Piano stuff is pretty cool because it's got like, even the presets are really dope. Like it's got like it's a mix between modeling and samples. So they kind of sample some stuff and then they do some modeling with it. So you can get like a lot of different textures, like piano textures out of it. I'll just show you some of it. Yeah, that one's kind of clean. Lay that down real quick. Usually when I'm using pad perform, I like to go in and humanize it. Like sometimes if I'm in the mood, I'll manually adjust the notes, but lately I've been rocking with humanize a lot. Too much. And what I was doing there is basically every time I try a setting, like a humanized setting, and I don't like it, I just hit the undo button and then readjust it and then hit apply again. And so you can kind of really mess around and get the feel that you want. And you could always go in and just, you know, kind of draw the notes in too. But humanize is just a quick way to get something going. Bring that down just a little bit. Really could have went with that. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even hear that the first time I went through it. Maybe I'll mix it up, mix up the octaves. Messing with the reverb on the organ. Already got something. We're gonna leave the quantize off. Down just a little bit. piano got to come up just a little bit, and definitely need a bass line on that thing already. I'm gonna keep it basic and just rock with the MPC plug in the bass line. I think one of these, the punchy sign, is pretty decent. I'm missing something. This joint's being real disrespectful. I'm not getting nothing out of the bass line. That's crazy. Oh, it's probably because I had Perform on. And I had it on progressions. So bass line is monophonic. So if you hit a chord, it probably just mutes out everything. So that's what that problem was. So I just went to single notes. Let's go back to bass line. Duh. Alright. Cool. Now, turn this octave down. Don't think I like that patch. Let's see, sub. gonna try to, what I like to do sometimes when I got a plugin running like that is like bounce it to a sample. So let me go ahead and bounce that to a sample, see what it sounds like. That didn't bounce very well. All right. For some reason, when I've been using this Blue Cat patchwork with Reason, it hasn't really been bouncing correctly. So I think I'm just gonna undo that. Do this track. There's another way I could bounce it, but I don't feel like going through it right now. Yeah, hopefully Akai will get native support for VST3s, because this is the kind of stuff like when you're working with a third party, kind of like an intermediate plugin, this is when you run into issues when you're trying to bounce stuff down. This is why I tell people MPC software or MPC beats, I don't even call it a DAW, because it's not even on DAW level right now. It does some things similar to a DAW, but you know, when you talk about not being able to use VST3s, that's pretty limited. All right, so let me check in with y'all. Chosen One, rocking with the beat. Appreciate it, man. Spot 11, sick. Good looks, man. Low Main. Is that who I think it is? I think Low Main is my little brother. I don't know what he goes by on YouTube. I think that's it though. Russell Harley. Yeah, man. Trying to get some work in, bro. It's been a little while. Like I said, 13 days since I posted anything. My man Dankin, guess I have to kill that too. Get the Dankin Sight EP. Yo, Dankin got me out the he got me to shake my rust off with the recording and the mixing this week. I hadn't recorded anybody in probably 10 years, and he had a project that he's working on. He's got this really dope collab coming up. I think it's like a mixtape with Redman, right? Like he's putting together a mixtape. But yeah, man. Shout out to my man Dankin. He's working on a really dope project. We got in here and recorded a song for that mixtape. And I hadn't engineered anything in a while, so we put a rough mix on it. Came back the next day, touched it up a little bit, and the mix has been getting a lot of love. So I guess I still got the juice a little bit as an engineer, but it's been a while. I haven't recorded nobody in the studio, like I said, in a long time. We just did it in here, so it's not like the acoustics are great or anything. So but it came out pretty dope. With a big frosty glass. I done knocked the frost off it, bro, but it's here. I'm gonna have to re-up. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the kind of week it's been, I'm gonna need more than a pint. Oh man. What's wrong with the bounce? Kind of mangled the sound. I don't know what you mean, bro. Abdiel, sick. Thanks, bro. 100 Acre Woods. What's good, man? Thanks for stopping through, bro. Where you been, man? I'm looking for the videos, 100 Acre Woods. I ain't gonna let you off the hook, bro. You got. I hope you posting. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check your page after the stream. If you ain't been posting, yo, I'm gonna DM you. Cause we gotta keep each other motivated, man. But yeah, 100 Acre Woods got some really dope YouTube tutorials on MPC. So if you're new to using one and you're trying to learn, kind of the ins and outs, he's got some really dope information on his YouTube channel. So make sure you check him out. I'm gonna go ahead and save this because I like where it's going. And y'all probably know how I get down by now. I don't usually lay the beat out all crazy. I try not to bore y'all to death. I like that organ though. The joint is big. Like even when I start with a kind of smaller organ, and then if I'm scrolling through patches and I find a bigger one, I'm always gonna go with the big one. I love like big chords. I wish I knew how to play better, or if I knew like a legit keyboard player or a organ player, bro, I'd have that on like half of my beats. Let's see if we can get something going. Something new started. Yeah, and that chord progression, for anybody that was interested, I know some guys were asking me about chord progressions on the last beat that I did. And what I've been doing lately is the new MPC software has, you know, in the firmware, it has the ability to save progressions, you know, to the system. So what I've been doing is I've been going to Scalar 2 and just one by one, you know, creating progressions in Scalar 2 or taking the presets and kind of choosing which variations I want on there and just creating like 8 different variations and then dragging them over to MPC, dragging the MIDI files over from Scalar and then converting it to a chord progression. So it's really building up my chord progression library really quick. And it's dope because it's like I personally I don't like using Scalar as a plugin that much. Like maybe it's just from not being that familiar with it, but I prefer to work, you know, in MPC. So it's dope that like when you open Scalar, you can just drag it in. And for you guys who are not familiar with Scalar, I'll open up the screen for you so you can see it. But yeah, let's go ahead and that's probably a good way to kind of demonstrate that. All right. Plugins. Scalar 2 was actually a VST3 at one point. And then they made a VST2 version, so now it works natively inside the MPC software, which is cool. But it's got basically all these presets, so let's load up a couple more patches from Song 100. I'm gonna load up the one I didn't use yet, that Ligaments one. I'll just make the main loop with that. Pro beats. The homie Curtis King. Let's see what he got on here. Those are big chords. I'm gonna rock with them. All right, and then usually what I do is just drag. And MPC software will put it on your second sequence. It's kind of corny. I got to fix that too, where you can just drag MIDI into it without creating a whole new sequence. Let's see. All right, and then pretty much all you have to do once you got the chords in there is go to the touch screen so you can see it. You tap this pencil here and convert to progression, and call this joint Curtis King 1. And I usually double check to make sure it's the same, because it kind of detects the key here, but I think it was an A minor. So we'll go ahead and just keep that. Check. It's actually A Phrygian, so I'll go ahead and put that in when I convert it. A Phrygian, boom. Do it. And I'll hit replace. Actually, I think I forgot to rename it that time. All right, boom. So now when we go back and we want to use that chord, we can just load up pad perform, go to progressions, and then we should see Curtis 1. Actually not a fan of that progression though. Rock out, something like that. So you can hear, like, if you don't have plugins and you're just in standalone, these Soundtoys expansions are so crazy because you can get so many textures, you know, with just like the minor effects that are on it. So like you can see, you know, he already put effects on each one. So you can adjust the ones that are already on there, or you can bust it to a subgroup, which I'll do sometimes. Put it on sub 1, and then we'll go to channel mixer, and go to our sub mixes, and then here we can, you know, add more stuff. So we'll add a VST. But if you're working a standalone, you know, you just work with the stuff that you have available. But let's see what we can throw on here. Actually, what I might do is raise it up by 1. one octave, and then I'll put halftime on it and see what that sounds like. We'll go ahead and load up some more some 100 key groups. I think the organs, we'll just rock out with that as the main loop, and then what's some other ones on here I wanted to mess around with. Lucy's the one we messed with last time. We'll go ahead and pull that out. I know it sounds kind of messy scrolling through while the loop is playing, but I find that it's easier to kind of pick out sounds that way because you can see, I mean, you can hear like which ones kind of mesh with it. Kind of want something like plucky. I think he's got plucks on. Pay it forward. Let me see. That's dope. Yeah, maybe I was thinking about that mallet. Maybe that'll work. That. Go ahead and put a reverb on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a reverb send real quick. Kind of melancholy, but I'm feeling it. hat's a little thin. I think I just set it off. Yeah, that hi-hat ain't working for me. Get to a bass line, but I'll check in with y'all real quick. Alright, what I miss here? Let me see. Having a lot of issues. Yeah, 100 Acre Woods know what he's doing, man. But if you're not already in the MPC Gang group, make sure you jump in there too, man. There's a lot of guys willing to help. I jump in there all the time and try to answer as many questions as I can. It's a whole area of the MPC I didn't know about. Are you talking about Abdi? Are you talking about the chord progressions? What I brought up was scalar, and then I converted it to chord progressions inside the MPC. So I basically just kind of stole some chord progressions off of another program. breakthrough. That's what's up, man. Mister, what's good, man? Yeah, everything's good with me and the fam, bro. I haven't listened to Busta Rhymes' album yet. It's kind of a disgrace because I'm like old school, you know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? Lyrics in a new school fan, so it's really ridiculous I haven't picked it up yet. And I love Extinction Level Event 1, so I gotta check it out. I heard a couple songs. I did listen to I watched a couple videos, and everything I heard was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Busta's never been whack. I think he oversaturated himself. That's what he did at some point in his career. He was putting work out too often. Like, he was dropping new albums every year for like 4 years, and I don't ever think that's really a good idea. I mean, I know you want to stay hot or whatever, but it's really easy to burn yourself out, and then before you know it, it's like 15 years before you drop another album because nobody want to hear you. Raise an octave on the kalimba. Let me try that. That might be a better fit. I hear you. That's a good tip right there, man. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Is Akai doing Akai shit right now? I think it just raised. It just transposed the piano too. All right. Maybe not. Am I tripping? Maybe I am tripping. Maybe I had that transposed. That kalimba up, brought it out the way, man. That was good money. Derek Deep, what's good, man? Appreciate you stopping through again, man. Workflow is so mean. Yeah, man. I try to keep tweaking it, man. I try different stuff, but I'm not really a great musician, so I have to kind of find the parts of the MPC that really help me out. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find a bass line for this one. Decisions. Yeah, bass lines are always a challenge because you got to figure out what tool you want to use for them. The bassline plugin is good. Like I use the bassline plugin for kind of like if I have a busy sample and I just want the bass line to be kind of simple, I use it for that. If something like this is more kind of textured and it sounds a little more realistic, excuse me, and not as like synthy, I'll tend to look for something that has like a realistic bass tone. So maybe I'll probably pull up Reason. Been loving this Reason and Soundtoys mixture because they're both like rack mount type stuff, but combinations is really dope. I've been practicing with Soundtoys a lot, stuff that they got. I kind of read up on some of the plugins, and I figured out how to get a good like tube saturation or a good tape saturation sound out of Decapitator. So I'm gonna show that to y'all as well. It's really good if you have like a clean bass sound or like a really clean sound and you want to make it sound a little more analog and a little more just kind of grimy. All right, let me see. On internet. See. So like I'm gonna find like a really clean bass patch, right? And then I'll throw it through Decapitator. You can hear what it does to it. It's pretty dope. So we got this like really clean bass patch, and then I'll put the effects rack up and then throw a Decapitator on it. And this A is for I think it's like an Ampex old tape machine emulator. So it's kind of dope too. Regular tube distortion. This is like Pentiode tube distortion, I believe it's called. Like that. Actually, I think I'm gonna pitch bend that down. Missing that note. Pitch bend was getting in the way. something almost like percussive. That's one thing with the SP950 plugin. It really suppresses hi-hats a lot, so it's good if you have loud ones, but if they're not loud enough, it kind of squashes them in the mix. much it for that one, man. I think I'm gonna leave that how it is. Save that too. Checking with y'all. Yeah, my bad. I'm just kind of catching my groove again, so I ain't really made nothing all week, man. This is like me breaking out my shell. Spot 11 piece, bro. Subtle bongo. Yeah, that is a good idea. Little bongo action. I'm trying to think if I got bongos anywhere. I know I got them somewhere in one of these kits. Alex Dre, good morning from Paris. That's what's up, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. I guess it's morning over here too. It's about 1 in the morning. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, but I just needed to check in with y'all, man. It's been a little while. I had people on Instagram asking if I was alright, because I haven't been posting lately, man. And you know, like I said in the beginning of the stream, it's just been, you know, the times are just wild. And aside from that, there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like I said, my neighborhood was just weird this week. You know, with the whole military exercise thing, that was crazy and out of the blue. And yeah, just getting things back on track. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody. Now I got the YouTube chat. I can see everybody, but Facebook, let me blow the screen up so I can see who's been checking in on Facebook. Gerard Herschel, what's good, man? Oh, you need to upgrade the Reason? Yeah, it's pretty dope, but you know, you just need that what you call it, Blue Cat patchwork plugin to make it work with MPC software. Which it kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know, it allows you to use VST3s from anybody, so it's pretty dope. James Salcedo, what's good, bro? Thanks for stopping in, man. Track Makers, what's good, man? You've been making bangers all week, bro. I felt like I could kick back because you was handling business all week. David Rodriguez, what's good, man? Lee, what's good, bro? Yeah, I finally got Facebook working. I just went with the Streamlabs Prime or whatever, so I'm gonna just rock with that instead of using Restream.io. It's working, but still a couple little tweaks and bugs I gotta figure out. Yeah, I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time tonight. I just wanted to check in with everybody, let some of my peoples know I was alive. It's a crazy week, man. I hope y'all holding up all right, man. Not letting this craziness get to you. Admittedly, I let it get to me creatively. I was still taking care of business this week, but creatively, it was tough to stay inspired, man. So I really didn't make any beats, other than, you know, working with my man Dankin on his project. I really didn't get that much done this week creatively. I did make some beats on the live too, like 2 or 3 of them. I really didn't like them, but you know, it's just like practice shots. So But yeah, man, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I'm gonna jump off. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Once again, if you're new to the stream or new to the channel, I usually post a video every week. It's probably the longest I've gone without posting a video in a little while. But I should have something up by the end of the weekend, like another video besides this. And if you're an MPC user and you're new or you're just kind of interested in it, you can jump over to the Facebook group, MPC Gang. Just look us up, we'll pop right up. And like I said, a lot of good guys in there making bangers, willing to help out. Just a really good group of guys. So that's what usually keeps me inspired. And we just finished up a beat. I guess you can call it a beat battle, but it's more like a sample challenge. I try to do them like every month or two. So I'm working on another one for this week, and we'll do a sample challenge in there. And I just do like light prizes. Like I'll give away one of the MPC Gang hoodies, or like a hat or something. But we're working on getting some sponsors and stuff in there, and trying to make the pot a little sweeter. So yeah, if you're not part of the group, man, make sure you jump in. And I appreciate all my MPC Gang homies that tuned in. Everybody locked in with me tonight. But I'm tired, so I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna sign it on that note. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Oh, one last thing. If you haven't used the code already, So100 gave us a code MPC Gang, MPC space Gang, all in lowercase, and it gets you 10% off any So100 kits. So if you were looking at this one or one of the other ones, you can put that 10% code in MPC Gang and get your discount. So just want to let y'all know about that before I ride out. All right, catch you on the next one.